Alright, today I'm taking a look at the BEAMNOVA 15-ton knockout punch set. So I'm looking forward to this thing, and this thing is very heavy. Oh, look at that. Holy cow. That is awesome. That looks like an old school fire truck or something. That's crazy. Like an actual metal case. So we got instructions. We got a whole bunch of knockouts. Look at that. So I'm used to most knockouts having 2 spots where they actually punch out. This one has 5, so this is a penta something. I'm not sure what you would call that. But yeah, that thing is gnarly looking. So we can see that it is threaded, and I can tell that is very sharp. I gotta be careful with this thing. But yeah, that is a beautiful looking knockout. It is labeled, it says 68, so I'm guessing that's 68 millimeters. All right, so it's starting to look a little more normal. This is a 4-tooth knockout. I was reading it upside down. So this is 76 and this is 89. Yeah, so we got a whole mess of these things. And now I've used knockouts before, and the main ones that I use are those ones where you gotta like, you put a ratchet on it and you just kind of crank it over and over and over until it finally pops through. Those things are great. The only problem with those is that you have to thread this thing into your knockout, right? And then as you're cranking on this, that's going to pull your die through. Now the problem with that is that you're putting a ton of pressure on these threads, but you're also moving them, so you're creating a ton of friction. And even really expensive, high quality ones, these threads just don't last. Like they work great for a little while, and then they start like binding up, and then when you have to like pull them apart, they have a tendency to jam up, and they just start giving lots and lots of problems. And once you start, it's just gonna do it every single time. Now with this one, because it's hydraulic, you're gonna still put a lot of pressure on those threads, but you're not gonna be twisting them while applying pressure. So it's just gonna be holding it in place, and then the hydraulics are gonna do all of the pulling. So it's gonna do much less damage to the thread. So I'm really looking forward to that. So here we got a 3-tooth die, and that is 49 millimeters. So this is all metric. A bunch of O-rings, spacer ring, all kinds of different stuff right there. Got a bunch of these dies. Oh, how big is this? 114 millimeters. That is a big die. Like with the other ones that I got, even though they're super high end, I can never, like there's nothing there that can cut a hole this size. I would have to use like a saw or something. So very nice having something that big. That's cool. Cool. And then that is the main pressure applicator. So the idea here is going to be we want to put this on one side of a panel. So that's mostly what these things are used for, is for cutting big holes in panels, especially if you're going to be running conduit, that kind of thing. At least that's what I use them for. And you'd have to drill a hole into that panel that's large enough for this bolt to fit through. And set that on there, thread it on. And I imagine we want to use as many threads as we can. And then that will just pump a hole right through that panel. Oh yeah. Oh, that's going to work easy. That's so nice. Yeah, if you've ever used those ones where you have to crank on them, I hate using those things. I really do. Like, brand new ones work great, but I think this is going to work a ton better. So let's relieve pressure. Yep, pops right open. $15 tons of pressure here. Yep, that thing will pop no problem. Cool. So yeah, I am super impressed with this knockout set. Being able to pop holes this size, I can't even think of what I would use this for, but it's really nice having that option.